Less than a decade ago, the United Nations described Grozny as the most destroyed city on Earth. I remember coming to this street and seeing nothing but bombed out buildings and piles of rubble. Well, look at it now. The whole place has been totally rebuilt. All these buildings that were bomb damaged have risen again. Running down the centre of the avenue, there's a leafy boulevard all the way to the end, and in the distance you can probably see the skyscrapers. They're called Grozny City. They were opened last year. Who'd have thought it? Skyscrapers in the Chechen capital. There are sushi bars, pizza restaurants, there's a coffee shop over here, next to it a beauty parlour, and it's a similar scene across Grozny. But there's something a little bit different about this avenue. It's been renamed. This is Putin Avenue. And this is the man who renamed it Putin Avenue, Ramzan Kadyrov, the local Chechen leader. You see his face quite a lot around Grozny. Something of a cult of personality has grown up around him. In fact, just down Putin Avenue, there's a youth centre called the Ramzan Youth Club. Now, Ramzan Kadyrov is the man Moscow's been relying on for much of the last 10 years to take on and to defeat the Chechen rebels. He's a former rebel himself and a controversial figure because critics accuse him of committing widespread human rights abuses. And he describes human rights campaigners as enemies of the Chechen people. One of the things Ramzan Kadyrov says he wants to do is to make Chechnya more Islamic than the Islamists. So at the end of Putin Street, he's built this giant mosque called the Heart of Chechnya. He's also named it after his late father Ahmad, a former president who was assassinated by the Chechen rebels. And everyone here tells us it is the largest mosque in Europe. Ramzan is also promoting a more traditional form of Islam. So alcohol is no longer freely available in the shops, and there's a much stricter dress code. So although Chechnya is part of Russia today, it doesn't feel like it. Moscow feels a long way away. In fact, with this giant mosque and these skyscrapers going up, many people here believe that Grozny is the next Dubai.